Hello friends, in the previous section of the video or previous video we have successfully made our application first part, like we are getting a response from the model using our API key. We are getting our response for this prompt, write a story about a magic backpack. Okay, we just try to run this app once again to see the progress where we just ended our last video, our last section of the video. Wait, it's building. Okay, it's building now. Okay, until it builds, let's discuss what we are going to build in this video. In this video we are just going to design our main activity to accept prompt from the user, and we'll just process this that prompt here, and we'll show the dispatch the result into a recycler view or the list view. Anything which suits us, suits the activity. So in this video we will just set up that. So it's now starting launching launching on device. We will wait for a few more seconds. Okay, it's installed, it's launching, and here we have our main activity and hello world. We will wait for a few seconds to get the response, and I hope it will get the response. Okay, it's still showing hello world. Okay, now it loaded the response. Now this activity is pretty unresponsive because all the things are like predefined and we can do many things here, but in this video we will just handle everything, right? Okay, let's go to the main activity, and in the main activity, just in the text view, we don't want any text view. Inside the coordinate layout, we will be using a text input layout, text input layout, and it will be like match parent, height will be like wrap content, and inside the text input layout we have text input edit text input edit text, right? In the text input edit text, we will wet will be again match parent, and height will be like wrap content, and we will just close it. Okay, you can see the basic layout here. We will process some hint, and in the hint we will be just process write your query here, your query here, like this. So this will be our prompt, and we want like here a send button, but before that we need to just remove this text view. So we go to main activity and prevent this for calling this function, right? And let's and in this section we will be using a main as our like a recycler view. Okay, for that we will be using a linear layout. Let's add a linear layout, and will be match parent, and height will be like match parent, and also we define the orientation will be like vertical. Okay, we just open the linear layout and cut this text input layout and just paste it here inside this. Okay, also in the linear layout we process some margin of like 5 dp from each side. Okay, so it looks good. Okay, in the text view we don't want any text view for now, so we have everything set up, and this will we want a recycler view, right? So we add a recycler view also, recycler view. Okay, Android text recycler view, which would be match parent, height will be like wrap content, and we define a weight for it. Layout weight should be 1. Okay, you can see it automatically fills the area, and our the text square section is in at the bottom, right? Now we have a text where we don't actually need this, but still we will keep it here for now. We will remove it later. Now before we design anything, we need to just make our views for the recycler view that we need to post. We need to add in the recycler view. So we'll get in the drawable section, we just need to new drawable resource file, and we will give it like back back of back client. Okay, background of client, this is actually a full form, and it will be a selector main drawable. Okay, no, it will not be a selector, but we will change that later. Just click on OK. So here we got our like view, and the just selector, just change it to like shape, and we'll just shape to like rectangle, like a rectangle. Okay, and in the rectangle section we have the corners, and corners we got radius we will give 5 dp, and we'll close it up, and we will go solid, and solid will get color which for now we will use black, and just close it up. Now we don't actually want to use color black, so we just go click on this, and we'll custom, and go to some give some alpha to it, and use something like blue. Okay, not blue here. Okay, this kind of thing, approximately this we will change or modify this later. Now we have one our client section here. Now we want our like the response section, and we just click on another thing, another drawable. We'll click on back response. Okay, response. So here we just click on just add a back new. So here we add this resource file as back response, and click on OK, and in the selector we again change it to like shape, and give it a corner radius of like 5 dp, and a solid color of not black, we are using a temporary. We will be changing the color to like white custom. Let's go to custom and choose the alpha. Okay, like this, off white, approximately off white. Okay, that's good. We have designed our two backgrounds for the recycler view. Now we need to design the view which will be like inflated in the recycler view. Just click on new layout resource file, and we will just recycler view in recycler. Okay, that's good, and just click on OK. So this view will contain two things. One will be like either it will be like a response or like a client thing. So just add two rectangles, two views. So first we will just we need just add two views. For that we will just use coordinate layout. In the coordinate layout, width will be like wrap content, height will be like wrap content, and just close it up for now. And in the main we are also not going to use the constant layout. We will be changing that to again coordinator layout. Okay, inside the coordinator layout, and height will be not like match parent, right? It will be like wrap content. Okay, width will be not match parent, which will be like match parent, but height will be wrap content. Now in this section we have coordinate layout. We will give it some id We will give the id, and id as if it be like the left side will be of like response and right side will be of like client, then we will be giving it response in recycler. We'll give the id like this, recycler, and width will be like the same, and inside this we will be adding our text view, right? Text view, and in the text view we will define width will be like match parent, height will be like wrap content, and we'll give it the id of id, and response text response text. Okay, we will get this id, and we will also define the max width here. Max width, max, oh, it's not loading. Okay, layout width, minimum height is getting, I'm not getting maximum, right? I should be getting maximum height. Okay, we will just cap it later on, and we just copy the same thing again. Okay, and we, instead of just response, we will just client and response in recycler, or client and recycler. Okay, and in this and this will be like gravity should be in right, gravity should be right, or say end. Okay, both are same thing, and I think we need to change the width of it to like 200 dp. Should be 200 dp. If I get the max I'm not getting here. Okay, minimum it's giving, not giving the maximum. I think I will be getting max here. Okay, max length. Okay, I'm getting max width to be like 400. Okay, we will be using this. Okay, okay, it's good. We have done the primary thing. We have to let it be like wrap content for now. Okay, the recycler view inside the recycler view is set up now. Okay, we have not set up the input text, edit text still. So for now we have main reply and our recycler view and our query input, right? So inside the query input, text input, edit text, we have our drawable icon end, and we will IC, we're using our IC send at the end. And I think it's not visible, and option. Okay, it's not giving drawable, drawable. Okay, start icon drawable, password toggle drawable, and icon drawable. Okay, I'm not getting drawable here. Okay, drawable start intent mode, and we are getting text cursor drawable, not this one, not this one. Okay, start right padding in bottom. No, we don't want this. Let's check for the more of it and see what we actually can do with that, right? Because that's not showing auto link. digits, we know we don't want to control any digits, so we are just skipping it. So we are checking. Okay, input type lines we can control as one, and icon, I think icon mode, and icon mode is equal to none, custom. Okay, so when you add the end icon mode it to custom, it will just appear here. So we have our setup here. Now let's run it and see what we get. Now before that, we are not calling this function, so we are not going to get a response from like the Gemini API. So we will be getting a hello world, but we should be able to write the text here, right? Let's see, and let's run. So its Gradle is building. Launching on devices. Okay, installing. Yeah, and here we get our text, but we are not getting it up. Okay, you can just type it, but we are not getting this up, right? Okay, so we might need to just uninstall this app once again and reinstall it. Let's see if this problem exists, because sometimes this problem arises due to just because of the app itself, not because of any other issues. Because if we use another some different device, the problem automatically get resolved. So for that, let's check that first and see if the problem can be resolved or not. So we have bunch of notification, just clear it because we don't want any notification. Now clear. Now we just click on it, and still we are not getting it up, right? Okay, we are not getting that up, and how we will resolve that? Because we want, when we write it should should move that text field up, so that the text should be visible to the user. So we have our linear layout and everything. Okay, we have our recycler view as wrap content and layout height as wrap content to match parento. Hello friends, welcome back. So you can see we have our main activity here, and you can see it's pretty normal, right? Let's go through this. We have a linear layout here. Our main, we have a coordinate layout, and we have a context of main activity. Both are like match parent. We have id main here. Now inside that we have a linear layout. Inside linear layout we have a recycler view, right? Now after this linear layout, we have a text input layout and text input edit text, right? You can see the preview here. So what's the problem we are facing in this? Let's see, right? So run this first. It's launching on device, successfully launched. Okay, here it's launched. You can see we have nothing in the recycler view, and here we have a right query or text view, But the problem I'm facing is when we click on this text view, you can see the soft input. It's going over this text view, and text view is not visible anymore. Whenever I will click it, you can see the soft input is going over the text view, and nothing is visible. Text input layout and nothing is visible, right? So that's like a problem with that we are going to solve in this video. So that's really easy, nothing which we need is to change it here. We will have to just go to the manifest. Okay, here you can see our manifest. Here we have working on our main activity main.xml. Just we have our main activity here, and exported is equal to true. We just need to add one simple line here, that is soft input mode. And in the soft input mode, we need to add this one, adjust pan, right? And after adding this, we just need to add this single line in our Android manifest XML inside our activity, on which we are facing this kind of issue. So after just close it up, we don't need that anymore, and we relaunch the application and wait, right? So it's terminating the app, it's launching, and it's launching still. You can see installed. So it's starting, and here we have our main activity again. But this time when we try to write, you can see our text input layout here. Our text input edit text is going up with the soft input, right? Soft keyboard input. So we can write anything if we want, and that is completely visible. Our like text input layout is completely visible, not going in the back. Just click on it and you can see it's now solved. So our issue is solved now. So how we solve that? By adding this single line, right? So that was the solution for that problem. Hope this video helped you, and hope you like the video and subscribe my channel. And we hope we will see more tutorial like this in future. Thank you so much. Hello guys, as you can see we have our Android studio here. So in this video we will design our recycler view. You can see the layout section here, our activity main layout file. Inside the layout we have our linear layout, and inside the linear layout we have our recycler view, right? So we are going to design this recycler view. So for the recycler view we have views, right, which we need to populate inside our recycler view. You can see we have this view. Inside this view we have two coordinate layouts which are both wrap content. Okay, and this one is width is match parent and height will be wrap content for both. Okay, so before we just add this, we need to just, for now, not for permanent, for now we just define a little bit of height, like 200 dp, and add a background color, and color background color, not color, background, like black, not black, we will change it here. Okay, let it be purple, and we'll add a margin of like 5 dp. Now we are adding this because as we populate our recycler view, it should be visible in our recycler view. That's why I'm just adding this. So why I am adding this, as you can see we have our two things here, our background and in margin here, and I am adding this because as we populate this view inside our recycler view, we should be able to see this, right? So we have this thing ready, and we will handle this text views later on, not now, as we generate result and query our Gemini API and get the response from there. I will populate into that. But now we have our recycler view. We will give it a ID, and will ID of like main recycler view. Right, we have given the ID. I think okay, it's taken. We'll go to main activity. Okay, we have our methods here for generation of the response. Now we click on our main package and click on new, and we'll build everything inside a directory. So we add a package, right? We add a package, and the package name will give I will give it to uh, recycler adapters. Okay, click on it, click OK, enter, and you can see we have now our Android adapters package, and inside the adapters we are going to create a kotlin class, and this class will be adapter for our main recycler view. Then I will name it as main recycler adapter, and click enter. And we have our class here, and inside this class we will be passing means we will be referencing as main recycler adapter. Recycler view is of type recycler view. Okay, we have adapter option here directly. I think recycler view dot adapter is not taking. So we have here we have adapter option, which is like Android X recycler widget recycler view, and we just click on it, and we need to pass the adapter, right? So in the as we haven't created our view holder for our recycler view, we need to create it. We will create that in this file only. So we'll create a class with a name of main recycler view holder vh, and give it like open it like this, and inside our view holder we'll give it a type of like recycler view holder, recycler view recycler view dot view holder. Okay, we need to enter it. I will enter view holder, right? So it need to import something. Just import add constructor parameter, and it added a constructor parameter as item view, right? And inside this we need to just initialize it. Okay, now inside that we need to mention the things we have in the adapter, like our text view and our coordinate view. We did not need to mention the coordinate view because that is not going we are not going to change out this one. We just want to add the two of text to our client and response. So we need to add to text view here. So we need to add a text view. Well, our client text is of type text view, and it will not it will be like let init var, or okay, let init var text view, right? Enter it. And also we need to define the response text inside a text view. Right, we have successfully defined these two. We need to initialize these two. So will be client text will be equal to item view dot find view by id r dot id dot would be our like for the client we have like client text as our id, and response we have response text as id. So we'll r dot id dot client, sorry, r is not important now, enter r dot id dot client text. And for the like response text we need to enter our response id for it, find view by id r dot id dot response text. That's it. So we have successfully made our like view holder. So we'll pass this view holder here. So it will be like main recycler view holder automatically down. And I think we need to do not to pass. Okay, this we need to invoke it also. So just add this two line, these two brackets, and it's automatically invoked. Now we need to import the like few parameters of this class. So I will click on enter and implement members and select all three and click on OK. Now here we can see the three things we have: on bind view holder, on get item count, on create view holder, right? So this function will be called when the view holder is created, and this function will return the value, means how many numbers of the items are there. And on bind view holder, when the view holder is bind with the like actual view, like our view in recycler, like this thing, and that function will be invoked in this function, right? So for our demo purpose, we are get item count, we'll return it like okay, we return a value of like 10 for now because we want 10 list here. And on create view holder we need to return a view, right? So first we need to create a view from referencing this view in recycler. So well, view is equals to mview, sorry, not view, mview will take it. Mview is equals to layout inflator dot inflate dot from. Okay, we need to pass on the context. So do we have the parent view group okay, view group. Okay, we have parent as parameter, parent dot context dot inflate. We need to pass the resource now, view in recycler r dot id dot view dot recycler r dot id dot view. Okay, view in recycler view in okay r dot not id, we need to pass the layout, sorry, here we need to pass the layout. So not id, we need to pass the layout here dot view in recycler. Okay, dot inflate. Okay, okay, we need to pass on two more parameter, which is view group and boolean. So view group will be like parent, and we need to attach to root, which will be false because we don't want to like attach to root directly. And we have our view defined, will return it, return the m view here, right? Okay, we saw. Okay, we need to pass the view holder, not this one. So instead of a direct m view, we need to pass the main recycler view holder, and in item view we'll pass m view, right? So here we have successfully designed our like adapter now. And if nothing wrong, we should be able to see like 10 items listing this. So before running into that, we need to first our attach this adapter to our recycler view, and before attaching we need to first get reference to our recycler view, right? So we have our id to our recycler view as like main recycler view. So first reference that here, first our latent var main recycler, which type recycler view. Okay, and we need to reference that here main recycler is equals to find view by id and dot id dot main recycler view. So we have successfully got our recycler view here. Now we can do that in like different thing, but for now I'm just doing it for here for our demo, because we are going to change all this and set up like a proper sequence of the thing. So for now we are for the testing our adapter, we are just setting as the main recycler dot adapter is equals to our like main recycler adapter. Okay, we need to pass few things, I think. Okay, we need to call that method. I think we need to just test this once. Let's run this app and see if we get anything, get any error. So Gradle base is running. I'm waiting. So still Gradle build is running. I'm waiting to see if everything is okay. And okay, Gradle build is finished, terminating the app and launching on the devices. Okay, so app is about to launch. And here it's launched. Okay, you can see that like we have our like everything here, but okay, it's went down. Let's start up again. And here we have our application. Let's starting. Okay, let's see if there is something wrong in the log. I think nothing is wrong, right? Okay, we got our view, but like we don't have anything in the recycler view. Let's check if we need to like start set this like. So we need to first the linear layout manager for our recycler view. We forgot that main recycler dot layout manager is equal to linear layout manager, right? Okay, we need to pass this, and let's rerun it and check if we get any response. Now we should be able to see this kind of blocks. Install is finished, it's launching, and here we have our like recycler view populated. So nothing is visible here because we have not like set up anything. We haven't set up any text, but we have a working recycler view in in this section, you can see. So that's all for this video. Hope this video is helpful for you. And if you like this video, please support and subscribe, like this video. Thank you so much. Hello friends, as you can see, we have our Gradle file here for our some amount of the project. So I in this Gradle file in this for this project, you can see I have already implemented our ad services, and when I will try to implement this analytics, we will face an error. First, let me show you. This is the app. Just press some backs, and we have a home screen. Launch the app first. Let's see if you face any error before adding analytics. And okay, so the it's launching on devices. We'll wait for a few seconds and see if there is an error. Right. So install successfully finished. You can see here the app successfully launched in the device, and we have a very simple interface here, and we face no error, right? So here we have our ad services initialized first. So you can see here the test stats is already initialized for this activity. Okay, so we face no error, right? So whenever we have already defined this Firebase analytics, okay, we have already added using like from here. From here we will get to tools, and from here and then for Firebase, and here it will start assistant, and from here you can just add your analytics kind of information on library. So I have added that, but whenever I try to run it, let me uncheck it. Okay, it's already defined in the toml file. You can see where is the toml file, the versions toml. Here we have a Firebase analytics from Firebase versions, and you can see here we have 22.1.2, right? So just let's just close it and sync this file, right? Let me check if we get any error during the build. So build successful in 8 seconds. That's good. It's still some syncing are in progress. Okay, it's completed now. So you can see that we haven't faced any error during the sync of the Gradle, but whenever we try to launch it, let's see, just press few bags in the device and wait for it to launch. So still the Gradle build is running, and as you can see, we face some error. Okay, and here let's check the, we can see build failed in 22 seconds. So we are unable to launch this into our like device. So because I implemented this library, the Firebase analytics library, and we have the ads library, whenever we are trying to sync both together, we are getting this kind of error. So let's see what kind of error we are getting. So if we just look at the error from here, the failure, what were the, we can see we have a manifest merger failed attribute property of the ad services configurations. Resource value is equal to this, and from the library we have measurement library, and we have also present the same thing over this ads library at the same value. That's why this merger is getting failed. So it's also suggesting that we need to add the replace the this Android resource value add to the property element in the Android manifest XML to override the existing property, so the error will be resolved. So we are going to see how we will resolve this error and how we add the property to our manifest XML. So first we need to go to our manifest XML, and here we have like our manifest. So we have already defined our meta for our ads. That this is the sample app ID, and I have already defined it here. And so for that, I have already written our property things. I have copied that. So you need to write this exactly. Like we have Android name at service config, and we have tool to replace like Android resources, and we will get Android resources to ga add services at config. Right. You need to just select all and copy. I have copied it, and we have to paste below this add id the metadata you have defined just before the application. Just paste before the application and after the metadata. So after you paste this, don't need to sync it. Just rerun the app and let's see if we get the launch this time. So Gradle build is running again, and I hope this time we face no issues. So it's still running. Okay, it's taking a bit of time. Let's check the Gradle build what's going on. So you can see we have a bit successful, but it's launching on device and not launching on device. It's under process. Let's see. Let's see if we successfully able to launch this on device. Okay, we have successfully launched here. So here we can see that our activity back before, and let's see if we will get the ads or not. Okay, we got our test ad here. So everything is working fine. Now for the analytics, we have our like Latent var initialized here, and analytics Firebase analytics initialized here. So just tracing the app and see if we able to launch the app with the Firebase analytics enabled. Okay, library not import. Need to import this. Okay, import it. Okay, I don't know why it's taking time. Plus. Okay. I think okay, we got the import. Actually, my ID is running a bit slow because getter build is also running. And okay, not an issue. Import this Firebase thing. Okay, okay, we got some error here. Okay, actually the wrong Firebase analytics. Here we resolved the error for this file and relaunched it. Let's see if we able to relaunch it or not. So Gradle build is running again, and hope this time we face no error. Right? Actually, we resolved the earlier. That is the only step that we need to add that in manifest. That is the major issue we are facing. Because of that, the library where like we are getting a failure of manifests. Okay, it's terminating the app, existing running app. Okay, it's terminated and launching device again. Okay, it's launching. Okay, it's launched. Let's see if we get our ads here, ads and analytics here. So we will get our ads or test ad. I think it's still running on background. Okay, it may take some time. I think for the ads, for the analytics, it will just show on the Firebase analytics. Okay, we got the ads, and hope the analytics is also initialized here for this application. And that's all for this video, guys. I hope this video is helpful for you. This video was regarding like how we will just resolve that manifest merger failure of the Firebase analytics and Firebase, not Firebase, like AdMob, AdLight SDK, that we are facing issue with the manifest merger. I hope this video helpful for you. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Hope you subscribe and like this video. So hello guys, so we have designed already the means I have designed already the basics of this and coded the majority of this basic layout code and actions for this, right? So let's see how what we coded, and then we will go through this code that what this code is doing actually, right? So here you can see our activities is launched. We have, this is the main activity, right? Here we have a simple animation which is in Lottie. We have our ads, and here we have a text field, and here we have the send button. So whenever we write something, let's suppose we write hi and send it, it will just add it to the recycler view, and hi is added, right? And here we have our reply. So if we write something like what you can do, what you can do, and just send it. uh, so here you can see the progress is running still, and here we have the description what this model can do, right? So scroll view automatically scrolls it, and here we have the basic fundamental of what we have a conversation with the AI, right? So let's we have already discussed that, we have already added the recycler view in the previous section. Let's take one another time what are the changes we did. We go through the whole code once again of this main activity file. So we have parent as a linear layout, right? And inside that we have a lottie and a text view. For this text start with a question. This is the layout when there will be no like nothing, no chat conversation started. Then we have another linear layout which is again the parent, which contains a recycler view, our like top view, and we have our like text input, edit text, and a floating action buttons along with this add view and a progress bar, right? So that is the basic setup for this. We have recycler view below this one. So that is the design. Okay, this is the design of our like main activity. Now let's see what's going on in the code, inside the code, when we are pressing the send action button. So first of all, let's see what we have initialized, right? So we have a generative model and the main recycler view. The generative model is the AI model of the Gemini API model we are using now, and the recycler view is the recycler view on the chat appears. Then we have input field, then input layout, which is the for the input, taking the input, and floating action button which is used as a send button, right? Now this is the parent, main coordinate, parent of coordinate layout, and main high layout, which is the linear layout, means this one, right? Not this one, this one. Okay, let's highlight it. Okay, not parent, do not parent it. Okay, here we get main high animation layout, this one, right? Is the main high layout. We will initialize, we have the analytics, Firebase and analytics initialized for this project, and we have a banner head as that view for this banner head, right?
Now we have initialized all of the recycler view using the IDs, and we have initialized the coordinates and banners, always all of the things, all of this, and we have initialized the Firebase analytics, and this is the that code to just load the ads. Now after that we have set up the layout manager for our recycler view, and we have set on click listener for the floating action button, and we have our on input text field and on click listener for the action IDs, right? And we have the function to update the recycler view at the beginning. These are the things where are available when we create the activity, right? So whenever the activity is created, let's just minimize it for a minute. Okay, so whenever the activity is created, it will just update the recycler view for once, right? And we'll set up this to that on click listener. So whenever we just whatever is the on click listener on like a floating action button, when we click on floating action button, it will do take the input field and take the text and trim it, and will calculate the length. Okay, so if the length, there is a limit of 30 characters, so if the length of the text which is written by the user is greater than the 30 character, then it will give the error and make a toast. If the length is 0, then it will ask the user to write the query or write something. Or if the characters written in the text field is greater than 0 and between 30, then it will just set the error. If there will be any error shown previously, it will just set it to null, and it will ask the recycler to just add into the DB and update the recycler, right? And generate the test answer, and we'll ask the AI to just start generating the answer, and we'll set the input text field, means whatever the user has already written on the text field, it will just clear it. Okay, and that is the thing that will mainly do in the when the floating blur action button is clicked, and when the input field is just action ID IME action done is will have the same thing, right? If the action is just click OK, keyword action is action done, okay, I have completed writing it, and it will just follow the same thing if the user will not click the floating action button. Now you can see it will just set the error and then make the toast, but it will just also ask insert the query into the recycle and generate test answer, right? We have already seen how we are getting the test answer, right? We have already got the test answer. So insert the query. Okay, okay, it just hang low memory. Okay, not necessary. Okay, we have already seen this whenever whatever when we clicked. So first we will check how we are updating the recycler view. The first thing we were going doing is whenever the activity is created, we are just updating the recycler view. So just minimize all these functions. Okay, and we have two classes here. We have the class of update the recycler, which is the this class. This is a thread, right? So we have all the references again here of recycler view, main view, and layouts. So we are initializing the database and the list, means total list of the content we have in the database. Then we are running the on the UI thread that there will be like more than the size is 0, means there is something on the list. We are not going to show that hi message or the hi layout in this thing, this one we are not going to show this, and we are just pass it, right? And we have then will try to like input service, and we have the keyboard. If the keyboard is like on, we'll just try to hide that soft input keyboard. That's we are doing. And we are setting the layout manager and setting up the fixed size and changing the adapter and passing the list to just update the recycler view to a new list. And we are scrolling the position to the last index, means we are scrolling that recycler view to the last position of last thing which is added in the recycler view, and we are closing the database. That's it. We are just doing in the update function. And when we are clicking it, let's see where is that. Here we have the floating function on click listener. We are doing insert query into recycler. We are doing the same thing. We have the query and we have this thing client. We are setting up, which is done by we have the database structure, standard database structure that we are defining, which is where is the database. Let me show you. We have this one, entity. Here we have the primary key, we have the date and time, we have the chat by and the chat content. So if the chat by is like client, then it will show on the left. If the chat by is like in the server, it will show on the right. That is the main thing we are doing. And we have the date and time, and these are the fields which are getting changed. So we have already done this, and we'll again start the function of inserting the content into SQL. So how we are inserting into the SQL, let's see. So we have again all the reference. We are initializing the database. We have the chat sequence, right? We have a chat sequence as like we have chat entity. This is the variable. We have chat entity, and we are passing the variables to just create a new chat entity, and we are inserting that chat entity into the database. So whatever we are passing date and time, we are passing chat by and chat content, and we are updating the recycler view as in previous again. And then we are having is after inserting, we are just because it's by user, right? We have written something. It's so we have updated the recycler view as per whatever input given by the user. But another thing we are doing is like asking to it to generate the content. We have inserted, we have generate test answer, right? We are asking the AI to generate the content. So after it will generate the content, how AI is generating the content, we are taking the key and we are getting the answer from there. And after getting the answer, we are taking the response, and after in the response section, if we have successfully got the response, right, then we are giving the chat by is response server, and chat content, we are whatever we are getting the content, we are inserting again into the SQL. And in the SQL section, we are again updating the recycler view, right? Here in the SQL section, if you just see, we are updating the recycler view. And if there is an exception, we are seeing the error message that just there's something wrong with the internet connection, and we are again updating the recycler view. And let's see in the action. So here we have this, right? Just turn off the internet. Let me turn off. Okay, we have turned off the internet. Let's go back and just say hi now. Now if we say the hi, it will just say, it will try to process it. It's still processing. As there is no internet connection, it will wait for some time to time out, right? Okay, we can see we got the error generating response, check your internet connection. That is the thing we are getting. So and when we just got the again internet back, let me show you. Just got the internet back and type again hi and just send it, right? And it is again singing. Here we got our response. So that is the main thing we are doing here. And I think actually the basic funda is like we are when we are taking the input, we are first adding into our recycler view, not recycler view, into the database. And after updating the database, we are updating the list of the database into the recycler view. So we are adding the content first to database, then the recycler view are updating according to the database. That's we are basically doing here. So I hope this is the second part we have done. If we will add any more new features to this app, I will surely make this video.